Happy Halloween there, wrestling fans! To the internationally known Dudes at Ringside podcast. I am your spooky ghost trapping host, Joe the Panther Jr., Joe the Third. And now introducing to the mic my spooky, creepy smile, heapy, happy heel himself, the Metal Geek.
What's going on, Ringside crew? Happy Halloween, everyone. What's going on, ghosts and goblins and witches, vampires, mummies? What's going on?
Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, Slimers, and all those fun monsters. Gozer, if you're watching this, I'm sorry.
But what's going on, everyone? So
yeah.
And Joe, I'm surprised you didn't say Ghostbuster Joe is reporting today.
Ghostbuster Joe is here reporting for duty. Even though it's Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stranger Busters.
Do we have a guest today?
Yeah, we got a guest. Geeky, do you want to introduce her?
You could.
Let's give a warm and spooky Dudes at Ringside welcome to who, Geek?
Stellina.
Hi.
How's it going?
Welcome.
Pretty good, you?
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. So if our fans, our spooky little Dudes at Ringside fans from all over the world are not familiar with you, introduce yourself.
Now I forget like everything I've ever done. My name's Stellina. I'm mostly known around like New England area, I guess, mostly with like WAW based things. I've done. If you know Delilah Hayden, you'll probably be able to find matches with me. She's been like the main person I've wrestled with, I've tagged with. Currently, before COVID and everything hit, I was managing a tag team SIPA with Dennis Conway, or Derek Conway, breaking fourth walls, I guess. So if you know him, then you might be able to find stuff with me in it.
Cool.
Yeah, well, this is basically a little treat for everybody because it's like a Halloween episode. So we're just going to be breaking down all the like Halloween, our favorite Halloween characters, our favorite like Halloween movies, stuff like that. So it's like a little break.
This episode is about today, spooky stuff. So what would be like your top 10 like favorite creepy characters that you've seen in wrestling?
That I've seen in wrestling? Like would it count like in the indie scene or like all over like?
We love the indies, so I'm gonna toss it to the indies more than the WWEs and AEWs.
I don't know if I've ever really seen like creepy, but like the top people that are coming to mind that had like I guess dark Halloween-y type vibes would be Caleb Manson, Raven, Rocco, Gino Diomedes, Sean Lita. I don't know if I can really think of anybody off the top of my head.
There's one me and Geek saw a few days ago. Her last name is Manson. She has like this. Her gimmicks almost looks like she's like the girl from AEW, right, Geek? That one that's I can't remember her name. I know her last name is Manson.
Kayla Manson?
Yes, I think it's Kayla Manson.
But he knows like Delilah Hayden and all that.
I think so. It's a girl. She's creepy.
Oh, if it's a girl, then no. The Manson I'm talking about is a guy.
You're talking about Megan Mason or
Megan Mason.
I don't know. I don't really know very many indie girls that. Oh yeah, I have no clue who that is.
Yeah.
It's not Megan. That's Megan Myers.
Megan Myers. She freaked me out. I was like, "This is really a wrestler? Is she really a wrestler?" Because sometimes you never know. You can never tell. I get all these requests on Instagram for these people. I'm like, "Is this a wrestler?" Because you look at 9 and 10 of their pictures and you're like, "Yeah." So I would say my top 10 wrestlers in the indies that are creepy that I would not want to get stuck in an alley with in the indies. That girl, that'd be like number like 9-ish, 10. Because that chick is scary because she could do this. She could do the Bray Wyatt spider thing and just keep walking around the room. The Spider, her wrestling name is the Spider. She's got like bluish black hair. I think she's from like the South. There's Kimberly Pretty Little Psycho. She's from California. That's another one that she does this thing with the belt that if she wins a title, she licks the belt.
Ew.
Yeah, I know.
That's more gross than creepy.
Yeah, especially with today's era, with what's going on, that's not
even before that. That's a good way to get something.
Yeah, had a disease.
Yeah.
In her picture, she won a belt and she licked the belt and she's like, "No, my belt now." I'm like, "You can have it. I don't want it."
Exactly.
It's a belt, mine no more.
We got a couple other ones. Megan Mason's really good. She's like, basically, what is it like? Her soul's taken from someone, right?
Yeah.
Right. There's another character named Mother Endless. I don't know if you're familiar with
her. Up.
If they're not like New England based, I honestly probably haven't really heard of them.
I don't know if Mother Endless has ever went to Boston. We're gonna have to ask her that later.
I know she's trained in the CGW dojo, so over there.
She does some. She would fit in on the scene you and what's her name's matches because her main weapon that she uses is a kendo stick.
Believe it or not, like all the hardcore matches I've had, I've never used a kendo stick.
Oh, really? I got it.
You name it, I probably use like everything else. I've never used a kendo stick.
Ah, see, you don't need it. You use everything else.
Yes.
Like,
Joe, you forgot one of our guests. Trixie.
Oh yeah, Trixie. I don't know if you met Trixie. She's not based in Boston. She's like Carolina, so you probably would never have met her.
The only Trixie I know is Delilah's sister.
Well, this one bites fingers. This Trixie bites fingers. Well, I don't know if that. And Delilah's sister, I don't know if she bites fingers.
Would Damien Dragon be considered a creepy character? I guess, right?
Oh, sort of.
Right.
Damien Dragon, he was a wrestler in New York, like a New York State, Jersey-ish character. He was like, Geek, you go. I totally am blanking.
I named two already. I named Trixie and Damien Dragon. And if you want to go into like the AEW territory, you could say Abaddon, which is right. Abaddon, and you have who else? You have Joe, Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt's another one.
I'm seriously thinking Wyatt's going to go to AEW, or by now he's probably there. This episode airs.
A Bray Wyatt character like that.
It was Ruby Riott because she kind of always like creepy. I'm like, no, I don't know. There's something about her just creepy.
I think she's more goth though, not more like a creepy character.
Yeah, but there's just something about like her whole vibe that I was like, she's just kind of creepy.
Yeah. She could have did a vampire gimmick and she would have fitted right in with that whole outfit she wore.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
To paint her face white and just give her like red contacts, she's a vampire.
There's another new character I noticed from Ring of Honor, Max the Impaler.
No.
You're not familiar with Max the Impaler or no?
No, I'm not.
No, it's actually a girl. Her name is Max the Impaler.
I would have to
look her up.
Yeah.
Who else? Joe.
I'm trying to think. There's a few other characters that I've seen. Okay, let's get on a different topic because we're gonna get stuck. We don't want to go over time. We want to make our guests beat us up. I'll be the good face and I'll boot it geek right in front of you. Gotta go.
I'm the heel of the show, just so you know.
If you would have to say what it would be like your favorite go-to like Halloween movie to watch, besides Halloween with Michael Myers, like what other movie would you just pop in if you want to watch a creepy movie?
The Exorcist is probably my favorite horror movie.
It's a good one.
And then more recent ones, the Lady in Black with the Harry Potter guy, Daniel Radcliffe.
Ooh.
There's something about like I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it actually like has some pretty good jump scares in it.
The Lady in Black. I can't remember that. Is it on Netflix? Do you think?
I'm not sure. I saw it in theaters and I actually bought it because it was that good. I haven't checked to see if it was on Netflix or not.
There's a couple of good ones that I recommend. Insidious is probably the scariest movie I've ever seen.
Really?
You never seen Insidious, or?
I did, but I didn't think it was scary at all.
Really? Wow.
I think that was one of the ones that. Oh, was it Insidious? Insidious 2. There was one of the ones, I want to say it would have been like Insidious 2. They went back to like the 70s and they were using the Ouija board and they like show the villain in like the first like 30 minutes of the movie and you're like, oh, all right. Well, this kind of sucks now.
No, the original Insidious is the scariest one.
The one with the little kid, right? Like
the little kid. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think that was scary at all.
Wow. Did you see it, Joe, or no?
I saw it. Yeah, I think I saw it.
I'm also the person that puts on like at 3 a.m. on like March 2nd, Judy was found tear to shreds, and like that's what I fall asleep to.
Jeez. Well, when I worked at Walmart, I used to fall asleep to How to Catch a Predator. So, like, what am I supposed to? Whenever people are like, "You really fall asleep to that show?"
Evil Dead's pretty creepy.
Yeah.
Am I what?
Evil Dead.
Evil Dead.
Yeah.
I find it more funny than in like scary.
Yeah, it does have a lot of funny points. She is right. It does have a lot of funny points. So a lot of stuff he says, a lot of his facial expressions and the stuff he does.
Talk about the new one. The new one with the ghost girl.
I don't know if I've seen the new one. I think I've only seen the old one.
Yeah.
But I get kind of like the Cabin in the Woods vibe from it too, where it's just like it's supposed to be scary, but then like you have a unicorn impale somebody and there's a mermaid.
So like, did you hear the rumors going around that they're going to reboot again? Nightmare on Friday the 13th. Did you hear about that yet?
I did not. They're really doing it again.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a reboot or they're going to have like the same universe, just a different take or something like that. Because I didn't click the link on YouTube, but there was a big lawsuit going on. I don't know if you heard about the original writer for Friday the 13th. There was a company was trying to take it and film it and do something like that and make it in the original universe, but the original director didn't want them to do it. But apparently maybe the lawsuit's over.
Oh, no, I haven't heard anything about that. But they just didn't leave like movies alone and come up with new ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
exactly.
So excited about the new Ghostbusters movie. I'm amping. I'm amped. Did you watch
another Scream?
I mean, the new Ghostbusters, like where they use women, I guess like it's kind of different, but it's still the same thing.
Mm-hmm. No, I mean, there's going to be a new one that comes out in November. That's going to be like the original story. Like this time, it's what they were originally supposed to do. With this time, it's going to be Egon's kids get Egon's house, and they find the ecto, they find the proton packs, but then Zool comes back.
I mean, I guess that could kind of be cool.
but
I still feel like they should leave like well enough alone and just like come up with different things.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, but also you also see in the trailer, you see a lot of the dogs from the original movie.
Terror dogs and stuff like that.
And then you see a hand.
Yeah, that's when all the Ghostbuster fans went, "Oh God!" All the nerds went, "Oh God, it's happening!" You had to pull me off the couch. I was like,
I guess we'll have to see come November how it is then.
Yeah. But I got psyched up when I saw the site of Janine and then the temple. They have a temple. They made a temple of Zool. I was like, my friend's like, so what was that thing with the high top? That was Zool. What would they do that? It goes to worshipers, and then I had to explain him because he's not a nerd. So I was like, it's like a cult. They built a cult for Zool. And he's like, a cult? I'm like, yeah, like a church. He goes,
oh, wow.
Why would they make a church for that person? A cult. Yeah, nerd life. So, do you like Friday? Do you like the Freddy movies, or not a big fan?
I mean, I've watched them, but meh.
Meh.
Like the Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street and all that. Like I've watched them, but I'm not like yeah. I like the Exorcist ones, and I like the ghost story ones more than I like just the slasher ones, I guess.
I mean, like Poltergeist, like the one like they had that the people that were in the house and they keep hearing the ghosts and stuff like that, like those movies.
Poltergeist, Amityville Horror, ones like things like that. Yeah.
Haunting Connecticut.
Annabelle.
Haunting Connecticut.
I've seen the Haunting in Connecticut, but that didn't really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Geek lives near Amityville, so he can go there anytime he wants.
I don't really live that close. It's like maybe.
I would totally go to. I can see your name, but now I can't even remember it. The couple that actually took Annabelle and did all those all the cases, and I can't think of their names now.
The funny thing is, I didn't go that year for Halloween Horror Night. It was the year before I went. They actually had a poltergeist house.
And
they did it the right way. You walk completely under the house. No, you walk. You go. The line started out where the front of the house is. That creepy, like the picture of the house, and you walk around to the back of the house, and you go from underneath the house all the way up to through every room in this movie. You go through pretty much the whole movie.
That'd be cool.
Is it the original movie or is it?
Yeah, it's the original movie. That's why
they're here, right?
Yeah, they're here. Yeah, that's how the whole thing starts. Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to think what else to talk about.
Creepy music.
Creepy music. What out of all the creepy bands out there, which one's like your favorite, past or present?
Creepy bands? I don't know what you really consider creepy, but I love Cradle of Filth, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like old school Rob Zombie, like Marilyn Manson, those kind of creepy bands.
Yeah, I do enjoy Marilyn Manson, Rob Zombie.
In this moment.
I know in this moment, but I wouldn't really consider them creepy.
Yeah. But they're good though.
I mean the typical Slipknot, I guess.
There you go. Oh, yeah. Joey, we lost one of the members of Slipknot.
Yeah, so I heard about that. I heard about that the other day, a couple of days ago.
Yeah, it's sad. I was like, oh, and it's sad because it's not wrestling related, but I had to talk about it on the Dudes at Ringside page because it's history. That's history with that. That's human life. You got to mention that, even though it's not wrestling, got to mention it.
Yeah, he was one of like the greatest drummers ever.
Yeah,
in my opinion, anyway.
Our good buddy Thunderfeet, he comes in the chat sometimes. He's a huge Slipknot fan. That's like one of his favorite bands. So he was upset, real bad.
So, if there was like one Halloween candy that you could just every other candy that comes in your kid's bucket, which one would you grab out of all of them?
It would be a toss-up between Reese's and Almond Joy. Because, like, as a parent, I have to take my parent tax and his Reese's and Almond Joy.
Yeah, so you take all the Reese's out of the book and leave everything else.
All the Reese's and Almond Joys, yes.
I'm a Skittles, and I like the other Reese's, the ones that look like M&Ms.
Oh, the Reese Pieces?
Yes, I love those. Oh God. I'm that guy that if I see Skittles, I'll grab the little thing of Skittles, and I'll just rip them open and eat them, and I'm like, oh. It was like 3 in the package. Come on.
Yeah, yeah.
Peanut butter cups for me.
What was that?
Peanut butter cups for me.
Peanut butter cups, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's everybody's go-to. Like, if you don't like a peanut butter cup, like, are you even human?
I love how they change it every holiday. Like, for Halloween, don't they have like a moon one?
They have a pumpkin one.
I've seen pumpkin, an Easter egg.
Yeah.
Christmas trees, and I think that.
I
I think they do Valentine's Day too. I think.
Oh, maybe. I think they do a heart. Yeah.
Yeah.
At least I thought Reese's did it bad. I might be dreaming.
That happens to me too. I'm sitting at my phone. I have a bad dream that a guest blocked us on Instagram, and I go to like, oh, they didn't block us. I always have that horrible dream. Greg Geek doesn't see my end of the call whenever like I freak out and I look at the phone like the guest blocked me. I'm like, no, they didn't block me. Okay, go back to bed, Joe. Panic. I have that dream that a guest blocked me for no reason at all.
Oh.
I get that freaking.
It's like you messaged too many times, right?
We had a girl that we were set to interview when I went to Geek's house, went to the Geek, stayed in the Geek lab for the weekend. And we were all set to go. We had her on the thing. And then all of a sudden, going over the bridge, and it's this long message from top to bottom. You messaged me too much, blah, 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 blah. Actually, smacky, long story short, she's like, don't ever message me ever again.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's very hard to get in contact with people. I mean, you could do video chat, but
I'm scared. I don't want.
But the thing is also, you guys are busy all the time. So a quick like text, that's the best way to do it for us.
Yeah.
Because we know you guys are busy, so
You guys are busy with your families and touring when there is shows and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. So
here we go. I got one. As being an adult now, what is like your favorite go-to Halloween costume to put on?
Halloween costume? Oh, I don't know. There's so many. I've always wanted to do the Cheshire Cat. Like I always buy Cheshire Cat things. I have so many things, and I'm like, I'm gonna do it. And I never do it.
Oh no.
I never get the opportunity to do it. I literally have like an entire closet full of Alice in Wonderland costumes, and I never get to do it.
Oh, maybe this year. Maybe tonight. Maybe tonight.
Probably not tonight, but maybe this year, because one of my friends is a photographer, and so like we're always doing like if you were to go to like my Instagram and my Facebook, like you'll see like she's the one who does like all my photo shoots, and we did a Shining Adam Wednesday photo shoot. Was it last year? The year before? So we had like pumpkins and smoke bombs, and one of her family members owns like a zillion acre farm. So we were just hanging out in the woods. We're like, oh hey, yeah, we're gonna do a photo shoot. We're setting up smoke bombs and stuff in their woods, and the photo shoot came out really well. And so we had like little skeleton cats and pumpkins and everything.
You two, your turn, Geek. It's me and the guest talking about our costumes.
All right. The creepiest house you've seen.
What was that? The creepiest costume?
A house.
No, the creepy house. If you ever seen like a haunted house or a creepiest house, if you ever saw one.
I don't think I've ever. I mean, maybe when I was a kid and I just can't remember it, but surprisingly, like at least around where I live, like not very many people decorate for Halloween, and it's kind of sad.
Wow.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, like nobody did anything last year, and there's very few houses that did stuff the year before.
That's sad.
And if they do, it's usually like blow up dragons and stuff in their front yard. It's not really like decorated.
I think that's hilarious. That like it's sort of sad these days. Like
what Halloween is.
Halloween and like the thing that they put on the yard, you think that they wouldn't like back in the old days. I'm showing my age. They just had pumpkins and they would put like a wolf or something creepy, but nowadays they toss in a dragon. Like, what does a dragon have to do with Halloween?
Yeah. I mean, when I was a kid, like I remember like Halloween was all day. Like it went from the minute you woke up until like sunrise the next day. Now Halloween is like 6 to 8. That's it. That's all you get.
Yeah.
And it's like, I mean, the parents don't even take their kids trick-or-treating anymore. It's like, okay, we're going to go to the mall and go trick-or-treating. I'm like.
Yeah, no. And a lot of people, like, they turn their lights off. They don't decorate. They're like, don't ring my doorbell. So it's like the kids nowadays, like, I feel like they're missing out on Halloween compared to like what I had when I was a kid anyway.
It's also like me and my girlfriend, we get candy and everything, and every single year it's like there's no trick or treaters. What the heck? What the heck? And then I'm like, and then one year we didn't buy candy. We got like 5 or 6 people ringing our doorbell, and I'm like, where were you last year?
Yeah, that happened. That happened to me. The first year I moved into like one of those big apartment buildings with like the 3 floors of like 500, apartments in them. One of those apartment buildings. I was like, oh, I'm gonna buy candy. Like, we have a balcony. There's gonna be all kinds of kids. Now one person rang the doorbell.
Yeah.
So I mean, I had a bowl full of Reese's myself, so it was like a win-lose situation. But it was sad that like nobody came by.
That's crazy. Like, you think that you're gonna get all these kids, you buy all this candy, because I used to work at Walmart, and that these people would spend in my town I live in Milford, in Pennsylvania. It's called it. They closed the streets off. They closed the streets of the town, and people spend thousands of dollars on candy, and the streets are packed with kids. You would have thought there was a street fair going on. But the thing about my town, it's so cool that everybody dresses up in costume. You would have thought there was a Comic-Con in town. Families dressing up like Bob's Burgers.
Families. See, that would be awesome.
Families dressing up like Rugrats. Like, everybody's dressed up. Even the dog is dressed like the characters. It's like, if there was a family dressed like WWE characters, one's dressed like The Undertaker, the other one's dressed like Kane, the other one dressed a dog like Stone Cold. Like, that's how cool they make Halloween in my town. It's like,
and that's what we need, like, everywhere.
Yeah. It's so cool, but it's so annoying because you have to, if you're trying to get through town, and if you live in town,
yeah, I can understand that.
You're screwed. They don't use the sidewalks that day. Everybody's walking in the street. It's just like, did Comic-Con just let out? What the hell's going on here? So, yeah. Geek, do you have anything else for her? We don't want to hold her up. We understand.
I'm good for right now, because I mean, we don't want to hold you up though. I would just want to thank you so much for coming on, spending the time out of your day. Thanks so much.
We will have on a regular episode, so it's not just not Halloween.
Yeah.
You like your background? We put little creep. We can't really see it.
I do. I wasn't sure if that was like a Halloween theme or if that was like something you guys always had. But I was like, oh, that's cute. I like that.
We're just there for our Halloween. So we usually have
your character is like we thought your character was like a witch, so we used like a witchy.
Oh, I mean, back in the day when I was teaming with Rocco, I was the queen of violence, and I used Fozzie's Witchery as a theme song. So I mean, witchy is kind of like my everyday life. So I guess it can get kind of rolled over into my gimmick.
Yeah.
Yeah, you understand that. We were just like.
So I mean, like, I don't know if you can see like my background or anything, but like, yeah, that's my everyday life.
Either way, it's Halloween. So there's always witches, there's ghosts, there's scarecrows. So it blends in.
Then there's Joe, total nerd, walking around in his flight suit because, as you said, I'm a straight up ghost head. So I even have the flight suit, the proton pack, and the trap. So I'm stuck forever.
Yeah, I swear. I'm not even like I was in my kitchen earlier, and I walked by and I had to ask my boyfriend. I was like, "Is our roommate home?" And he's like, "I don't think so." And I was like, "I'm pretty sure I just saw somebody in a room." Like, there's like there's totally ghosts in my house.
That's the other thing, ghosts. Like, do you believe in them? Or most people don't.
Oh yeah, hardcore believe in them.
Mm.
Like
I've had friends come over and we didn't get anything on recording, but like we've done like the tarot card readings and stuff to find out like what's going on, and we're not sure if it's an actual like ghost or if it's just like people who are just like your energy can imprint in places. And from what we were able to get from the reading is that like they were two people and that they were like financially struggling, and So we're not just sure if like their negative sad energies imprinted on the place and it's still here, or if they're because the house is like over 100 years old. So I mean, it's very well that there's actual ghosts here too. And I refuse to go in our basement. Like, it's creepy AF.
Oh jeez. There, where me and Geek went to college, the campus used to be an insane asylum, and there was oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I love that kind of stuff. Sorry.
It was I had no problem with it because I'm like,
you can't go now because I think they knocked it down.
They knocked everything down, but there were kids I know that actually snuck in the building, and there was the old wooden wheelchairs in the hallways still. The rooms had like ripped walls and.
Did you say this was Danvers?
In Long Island.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking because what you mentioned got torn down. I know that the Danvers Insane Asylum got torn down and actually got turned into apartments. So that's what I thought you were talking about for a second.
The Life did too. They changed that one into apartments also. Yeah. I
wonder how much they tried to be like, "Hi, come live in my haunted apartment." Like, I wonder how much they actually charge you for rent.
Like, but it also is kind of concerns me that you just said the thing I thought. I'm like, do they tell the people what was in that spot before it was like do they say, oh, move into these apartments? Oh, small lettering on the thing, the sign. Used to be an insane asylum. You may be haunted by creepy yelling women or like.
Part of me feels like they have a legal obligation to tell you. Like, if you ask if somebody died here, I feel like they have a legal obligation to tell you. But I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that.
Yeah, like, oh, like you may be haunted by an angry, screaming woman in a straitjacket that will pull out your child's hair in the middle of the night. Like, what?
We'll give you a discount. It's all good.
Yeah.
It's free Wi-Fi.
Yeah, the kid's like, Mommy, there was a lady with a white robe on, and she was standing over my bed screaming at me all night. Like, what the fuck?
I'm thankful that I've never encountered anything like that. It's usually like the shadow figures or things will go missing or didn't turn up or things like that. Like, I had a nail, like 2 weeks ago, something like that. I was clipping the baby's nails. And I had the fingernail clipper in the living room. And I was like, where did my fingernail clipper go? Nowhere to be found. I'm sitting on the couch. I get up, like a couple of days later, I'm sitting on the couch. I get up to go get one of the twins, come back, and the fingernail clipper is sitting right where I was sitting. And I'm like, well, I know I wasn't sitting on that because I definitely would have felt it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
See, ghosts, I have my uncle, God rest his soul. He plays around with me all the time. I'm like, I can't find my key. I can't find my wallet or my keys. I'm freaking out. And I just stand back and go, Mark, put it back. And then I go back 10 minutes later and I'm like, I start panicking, thinking, I lost it. Oh my God, my parents are going to kill me. I lost my keys. I'm not going to be able to do anything anymore. My parents are going to take everything away from me. And then I move my box and there are my keys sitting underneath my shoebox. And I'm like, my stress level went up to like 1,000. I'm like, oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Or it's my wallet. I'm thinking, my God, I lost my credit card.
I've never lost things like that. Thankfully, it's always been like little things like fingernail clippers or my boyfriend's lost a t-shirt, a sweatshirt. I have a long sleeve shirt, and like we've had them when we moved in, and we haven't moved anywhere. We have no clue what happened to them. They just vanished.
Oh jeez. All right. Okay.
We don't want to hold you up because it's been like almost. Otherwise, we'll get the mother endless again on us.
Otherwise, what?
We'll get the mother endless treatment, right?
Don't do that.
It's like 30 minutes are up.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I have to be up at like 3:45, so I probably should go to bed. But it is fun.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, when Geek can actually send you this. On an email, and he could shoot this to you on an email, and when around Halloween, you could probably post this on your Instagram if you want to.
I could do that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. Have a good night. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Later.
Night.
All right. What a great guess, Joe. Right?
That was fun.
Yeah. A little creepy over there, right? A creepy day.
Well, have a creepy day and have a creepy night. And just remember, support your old local indies, whatever's still open because of the Halloween. Support us right there.
And remember, support us, streamlabs.com.
Drop something in the bucket.
/dudes at ringside. You don't have to remember that, right? You don't have to. This is just a friendly gesture. But streamlabs.com /dudes at ringside to support the dudes, right?
Yep.
And Joe?
I just want to say, don't forget to support your local indies. I would like to thank my grandfather, my cousin, and my uncle's godfather for lighting the way for all Latino wrestlers. Happy Halloween, everybody.
Happy Halloween.
Who are you going to call?